When I arrived at Lewis & Clark in 1991, I was hired as a regular, what they call podium faculty.
When I first was at Lewis & Clark, I was a research fellow and then an adjunct.
I had a case that I had started when I was at a law firm in Portland, against the city of Portland actually, dealing with what are called combined sewer overflows.
And I was already doing some work kind of on the side for environmental plaintiffs.
There happened to be another gentleman at the law school, Dan Rohlf.
My name's Dan Rohlf. I'm the co-founder of what's now Earthrise Law Center.
We decided to get together and to create something that we first called the environmental practicum.
Craig and I got together and said, let's put together an actual environmental law clinic. And so we did so 20 years ago.
5 years later, basically, that became something called the Pacific Environmental Advocacy Center, which then later on we rebranded as Earthrise.
Earthrise is one of the oldest and is the largest environmental law clinic in a law school in the country.
Our founders had a vision of what we could do with an impassioned team of lawyers and students behind us, and it's an incredible organization.
First, we try to generate great results for our clients in individual cases, and by great results I mean great environmental results.
And without Earthrise as a partner, we would not be where we are today in terms of the success that we've achieved.
The thing that I think we do that is most unique is that we generate so many students who quickly become former students, who then go out there and do exactly what it is that we do. So in other words, we are trying to use the current litigation to train the next generation of environmental advocates.
With Earthrise and the opportunities that I got through that program, I was able to do exactly what I wanted to do when I went to law school, which was become an environmental advocate.
I came to Lewis & Clark because I felt so passionate about wanting to be in the environmental law field and was thoroughly impressed with how great a job the attorneys at Earthrise and the professors and the folks at the Northwest Environmental Defense Center, which is a student organization, and then all of the alumni across the country work to help students both learn the skills that they need to succeed in the real world and connect them with the people who can give them jobs.
So when you work for Earthrise, you're going to be exposed to and work with many of the folks who are in the community and who are going to be looking for legal help going forward. And so as an Earthrise student, you're plugged into the environmental community in a way that other students won't be.
Earthrise is there for sort of all those strategic moves, looking to build on the wins to get the next one, and making sure that the agencies don't take shortcuts after we have won something.
We have been effective at both, winning a lot of cases and at empowering other people to do, what we do.
I really like to win, and we have a track record of success, and it's fun to win.
I'm very proud, like for example, when I'm at one of the hearings in our salmon cases, and I look around the room and maybe the majority of the attorneys in the room have a link with Lewis & Clark or our alums in the clinic, and I see the tremendous work that our graduates are doing all around the country.
It's unbelievable, when you get to see somebody that you trained and you wonder, gee, could I have done that argument as well as she just did?
Dan and Craig are both incredible. Their brainchild putting this clinic together so that students could get this well-rounded education in environmental litigation was just a phenomenal gift to the generation of students who goes through Lewis & Clark, and then all of the people who benefit throughout the country.
To the founders, I would say thank you. I love my job. I get to come to work every day and work with an amazing team of brilliant lawyers who are incredible litigators and great friends. I also get to work with a team of students that work tirelessly above and beyond the call of duty to help us win our cases and help us succeed in representing our clients and making improvements for the environment on the ground.
I feel like together we have been a force for great good.